Have you ever heard that every country on Earth is in debt? Today, the United States carries a debt of $38 trillion. Across Europe, in Japan, and even in countries we often call wealthy, the situation is the same. And naturally, one question comes to mind. If everyone owes money, who is it owed to? The answer may surprise you. The world isn't truly indebted to anyone else. It is, in fact, indebted to itself. But the consequences of that are not equal for everyone. Debt is not just a burden. It is the invisible backbone of the modern world. It lies behind wars born from geopolitical tension, behind financial crises driven by contraction, behind great rises and even greater collapses. This is finance timelines, where money, history, and power intersect, and nothing is as simple as it appears. The origins of today's debt system go back centuries. In 1694, as England ran out of gold during its conflict with France, the king turned to merchants and said, "Give me money now, and I will repay you with interest through future taxes." That moment marked the beginning of modern finance. The central bank was established, and for the first time, a state began spending money it didn't yet have. From that point forward, wars were no longer won solely with swords, but with balance sheets and financial power. Today, debt has become the world's most traded asset. Every government borrows, every bank lends. And here is the most striking part. We, the people, are both debtors and creditors. Through our taxes, we fund the interest payments of our governments, and those same payments eventually return to our pension funds and our savings. In other words, the system largely feeds itself. You probably heard it before. The United States is in debt to China. It's true, but only for a very small portion of its total debt. The real debt? The United States owes, mostly, to itself. And this is not unique to America. It is how the system works worldwide. Countries hold each other's debt. Institutions lend and re-lend, keeping the cycle alive. Because the real issue is not repayment. It is the preservation of confidence. No government plans to eliminate its debt. Instead, it is rolled over endlessly, like a never-ending subscription. New bonds replace the old. Interest becomes the price paid for stability. And as long as the cycle continues, the economy keeps moving. But when does the system begin to fail? When confidence is lost. We have seen it before. In Greece, in Argentina, in Sri Lanka. Once debt becomes unpayable, the matter is no longer between governments. It becomes a human reality. Because this system operates not only between nations, but between social classes. Some pay, others profit. In today's world, debt has become a form of money. Governments create it, banks multiply it, investors trade it, citizens live within it. Once, debt meant obligation. Today, it is presented as balance. But if that balance ever breaks, if trust collapses, we will remember what debt truly is. A promise that cannot be kept forever. If this shifted your perspective, subscribe. History holds the answers, and here, I will show you where to look.